Hello my dear friends, welcome to Asset Electronic. This is Uncle Misha, and today we will try to finally repair again this Logitech G930 headphones. As you remember from my previous videos, if you subscribed, if you don't, please subscribe. Because you're gonna see more interesting videos like this. If you remember from my previous videos, I was trying to repair these headphones, and I actually was successful for a while. I even manufactured these braces, which were or brackets, which were holding the headphones and things like that. They were actually doing okay, but the problem is this contraption right here is quite often breaks, and I kind of tired to continuously remanufacture this like retaining bracket right here, because it was always pain in the ass. It was always breaks. The only reason is, I'll show you what is the problem. The reason is that 3D printable plastic is not strong enough to withstand the force of turning. If the turning, oops, yeah, it's just easier like this. You see this little bracket right here is supposed to prevent and lock right around here, like right here, and it breaks all the time. This is actually made of ABS. I was making it from PET, from ABS, from PLA. Doesn't matter. The only thing I haven't tried nylon, because I have nylon, but it's like shitty, very old nylon, doesn't print properly. So yeah, it was all unsuccessful. So today we will try a little bit different approach. That was quite opportunistic, because I found these guys in a thrift store. So what are these? These are Logitech G430. They essentially a smaller cousin or brother or whatever of these guys. Well, obviously this is aftermarket pillows or earpads, but they are wired. So here is the wire. So they are not wireless like these guys, they are wired, but I think they are quite similar. And the other thing, the all hardware is about the same. The only problem I remember from repairing these guys, that in order to fish wires through all these conduits right here, because these brackets, they have like wires getting through and around, and so that's a bit pain in the ass. So I hope that's gonna be possible with these guys. So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna do major surgery. We're gonna completely disassemble these guys and completely disassemble another guys, and gonna make one operational headset out of two. Well, mind you, this 430 is operational. The only thing is I don't want to have them wired. And I do bought 935, so 932s, I don't remember the name of them, and they are okay. The problem is that the range is much better, hence I want to keep these guys. Oh my god, this is so okay. So obviously we're gonna free all this stuff. It's not like I have to do it. Oh my god, they are all what the heck is this? It's some kind of dirt. Anyways, this is gonna go on the side for now. This is all unnecessary. This is all gonna go back to their appropriate so this gives me an opportunity to have extra earpads. Obviously I have to be washing them, whoever touched them with their own ears and stuff like that. Obviously have to wash them. Oops, is it ripped? No, I'm gonna just pull them. Also, these are blue, and then remember that what I have is black, so that's interesting. Curious if these are aftermarkets. Everything has to be removed, and then we will see. Also, there's gonna be a sort of tear down of these headphones. We would like to see what's in there. I'm also gonna keep them as a as a spare parts, because drivers could be the same. I can reuse drivers. Okay, this all has to be washed because it's all dirty. All right, and this is some more. Okay, looks like this is a good candidate. Alright, let's see, what do we have? Oh, okay. So in this case it's a little bit simpler. We have this little board, which essentially just interconnect this cable with everything. Oh, it's a driver with everything else, and the driver is just right there, open. It's not enclosed as in other headphones. Yeah, so this driver is open. It's not in its own separate enclosure, which is interesting. Okay, let's just turn it like that. So right in here, obviously this is the microphone contraption, we're not gonna touch that. So here where it gets funny, so without this box, it's super easy to unscrew just right here and deal with the wires and things like that, and right here. But when you have this isolating, sound dampening or whatever kind of box it is, it's pretty much impossible to reach here. So this is where the issue is. So in these headphones, in these guys, yeah, there is a box right here covering completely all these speaker, maybe with some insulating material. It actually couldn't get inside, it was actually glued. Yeah, so this like that will be easier to unscrew, so maybe just doing it, I will do it right now. So just a free, oh well. The problem with the previous headphones, with the wireless ones, that not just this is broken, right? It's also these guys are broken, so that's a bit of an issue. Okay, so this is free. It's as easy as that, right? You just plop and it's all good. Now I think we have to desolder this wire right here. Yep, and then just fish it. Yeah, so I can't, unfortunately, ideally I would like to actually reuse all these contraptions, but I won't, otherwise I would have to completely disassemble everything and replace wires. What you're gonna do, you're gonna just unscrew right here and keep this completely apart. So let's deal with the other side. And we are inside the other side of it. So over here the same story, it's completely opened. Not sure what's the difference with as far as sound quality goes, but on other headphones all this is enclosed. And I'm pretty sure this is how the driver look like in the other headphones. So what are you gonna do now? I just need to desolder this guy and desolder this guy to free all this and fish the wire through. So for that, I'm gonna fire up my soldering iron. So this is free now, and all this is gonna be on video. So if anyone else try to put them back in the original shape, it's gonna be super easy. All right, so this is free. So this bottom part now is separate from the top part, and this here we are. Also gonna have some spare parts, as I mentioned before. So now we have this. Unfortunately I can't reuse this because for the other headphones, because of the battery is on the other side, you need at least 4 or maybe even 5 wires. Yeah, I think it uses 5 wires between the different arms. Yeah, so have to completely disassemble this, take it away. And it'll be actually easier if we just like 2, but yeah, because it has battery on this side, it has battery on this side, yeah, hence it's bigger. So yeah, it's just not gonna work. I hope I'm not mistaken in my calculation and these guys can actually go over. Let me see that, because it's gonna be kind of hilarious if it's not. Looks like it's gonna go properly over. Yeah, so it's good. I think we're good. Now we have to disassemble these guys. So the same pretty much story. Let's remove this. You see, these are red and obviously filthy as well. Oh my god, just don't look. So I'm gonna take, it's pretty dirty here. So I'm gonna take apart these thingies and get into the inners of these headphones. Okay, so I did disassemble this. Actually, I have kind of idea here to save a little bit of myself a hustle. So look, these are looks identical, right? So these and that. The only difference between, well, obviously, despite the obvious battery, okay, move this apart. This contraption. So this is essentially what I'm talking about. This container. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can pull it out. I think it's pretty much impossible because it's either glued or UV welded. Sorry, ultrasound welded or something to this extent. Yeah, it's really hard to tell how it is. Probably glued. Yeah. Yeah, let me take just a little stab on it, in it. It's no freaking way. It's not even remotely budging. Yeah, I think it's glued. No. Yeah, it's just not. What are you gonna do? I'm just gonna use this part and add some dampening material right here. I know it's probably, yeah, I'm gonna sound the best, but you know, I don't think I care that much. Alright, so you're just gonna pull this away. Oh, maybe not. Sucks. Just realized that these wires, they not solder anywhere. They go straight into this contraption, like, and because they go straight into this contraption, I can't. I mean, I can just splice them. Just, I mean, it's possible, and solder these guys. Yeah, maybe I'll do this, but it's not ideal, of course. Yucks. It's not ideal, but possible, but not ideal. That means that I won't be able to reuse this guy, right? After, if I splice these headphones. Let me think about first. Yeah, couldn't come up with any good idea. Let me just proceed, and as I proceed, I'm gonna be thinking. So this easy to remove, right? This was designed to be removed easily. So, okay, let me try something here. Left, right. That's supposed to be right. Let me try something here. Would they stay without those screws? Would they? Will they? No, they're super loose. I mean, they might. I mean, maybe just keep it like this without putting the screws on, because this is just insane. I mean, it's kind of okay. You see, it's sort of holding. It has a little bit, few millimeters of grip. Maybe just keep them, because putting those screws, it's impossible. Like, it's just no freaking way, unless I come up with some kind of plugs or glue them, and then you know, glue something right here lightly, and then when I need it, just like pop it up or something. Maybe I'll come up with something like that. But or some kind of double-sided tape, you know, attach it right here, make it bigger, attach it right here, like a very super sticky one, because it's just impossible. Like, it is impossible. We're lucky that it was not here, otherwise it will be like pain in the ass. Okay, all right, so I think I'll do that. I think I'll be half-ass measure, but I'll do that. Also, we have to deal with this battery because it's pretty much Gonski. But this is gonna be a separate story. Let me deal with this first, and then I will probably deal with the battery with this within the same video. Maybe I'll think about, because it may turn into longer story. Okay, now we have to free this guy, which is super easy to free, just like that. You see, I designed this little axles right here, which is kind of longer, and they just slide in and they just stay there. It's no big deal. So, okay, this wire is easy to free. Okay, it is free, super easy. So now we have to do we have to? Yes, we have to. No, we don't. Yeah, you see, here I manufactured something on my own, and this is still original, and this is still original. So yeah, I'll keep those. It's no problem. I just gonna disassemble these guys and remove these two brackets, and on this side as well. Yeah, so these and that gonna remain. Okay, let me quickly do that. Okay, I have removed the those screws right here, and now I'm loosening these mounts. I hope they are. That's it. You see, they are much more complicated than the plasticky. You see, much more sophisticated, obviously, but they are doing the same. So. Anyways, this has to go. Oh, it's glued here. Are you? Yeah, it is. Oh wow, it's well glued. It's okay, we can try. Hope it didn't damage anything inside. So this is free. You see, now we have just 2 wires. Now we have to do the same on this side. Nicely and slowly, not to break anything. Yep, they just popped, nothing broken. Same here, same wire probably glued as well. I'm not sure if we're gonna be gluing that, but maybe I will. Okay, that was so much easier. Alright, okay, so this is spare part now. Goes here. Okay, so now interesting thing. Shit. I just realized something. How? Well, I have an idea, but I don't like it. I have an idea. Yeah, the problem is now, okay, well, this is probably doable on this side, I think. I hope it is doable. Is it? Oh, it's doable because it may be doable, I don't know. Because there is a connector right there. I hope it's small enough to fish through this opening, right? So you have to fish connector through this opening. But I'm not sure if it's doable on this side, because this stupid thing, it just freaking solders straight into the... Well, I have an idea, but I don't really like it. So idea is... I don't like it. So idea is, you see how it goes? So this is gonna retain the wire, but if I slice this thing, it's sort of gonna work. But I don't like it because it changes the integrity of this bracket. Stupid. Well, it depends. Either I splicing right here and then resoldering again, or I splicing the bracket. I have to damage something anyways. So okay, on this side it's probably gonna be a little bit easier, just because we have now the unfortunate side of it, that we have to completely unscrew this board, which is pain in the ass. But yeah, we have to remove the board. Wow, it's Anvera. Interesting. It's not the brand, the same brand, eh? Okay, so we have to do that. We have to completely unscrew this board. Oops. Which is I wanted to avoid, but looks like it's unavoidable. Now this connector is supposed to get loose. So now let's see. Yay! That's smart. This is very smart. Okay, this is good. It's not good on this side. Okay, so let's just place it back in here, and I don't remember. I think there is no other way. Ah, there is the other way. Let me think. Does it say left and right? It does. Very smart. So this is left. This with the battery is right. So this goes here. It's good they actually. Okay, that's gonna be fished through here. Then goes. Then okay, first I'm gonna fish it. This is loose too. Oh my god, is it loose here? Ah, it's loose there as well. So that's all right then. Should I secure it? No, 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 not yet. Okay, now we have to connect it back to this board. Like just like this. Okay, this is connected. This is. I remember this was pain in the ass to put back in. Properly. Oh no, actually I shouldn't done it. I shouldn't done it. This should go back in here. This is little encoder there, and shouldn't touch it. Yeah. You see how it's made? There is a little encoder right here, which when you rotate it, it just yeah, changes the value of the volume. Changes the volume. Yeah, that's cool. Didn't realize at first that is encoder. Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, this is extra. Okay, now we have to shove it all back in through the right and fish it. Make sure all buttons are where they're supposed to be. Nothing shift. Yeah, it was a pain in the ass. I remember it was kind of issue with wiring and stuff. It didn't really cooperate properly. Okay, this is not screwed all the way. Okay, so I was able to, you know, put everything nicely together right here. Just then the only thing to make sure the wires go the right way. So yeah, if wires supposed to go the right way through this little hole right here. And I usually had lots of fiddling issues with all this wiring stuff. Okay, so I think I keep it for. I just put one screw just for retention, right? Put one screw here just to keep it like this. Okay, it's not gonna fall apart now. Okay, now is the interesting question. So, not gonna be using glue, at least not now, not yet. I'm gonna fish this through here, how it's supposed to be, and try to shove it right in here. And then try to lock it. Like so. Yeah, it's sort of... This wire, you see what's doing? It's not cooperating right here. It's not helping me. It's all kind of scrunched up. Why are you scrunched up? Why are you... Go in there. And stay in here. That's it. This is how it's supposed to be. Yeah, so I'm not sure how good is this, but for now this is left. I'm gonna give it a shot without without securing this, because it's just pretty much impossible. I'll give it a shot. If it's gonna fall apart, it's very easy to go in there and fix it. Oh wait, I'm gonna have way more wire than I can handle. Wait a second. Okay. Secure the wire, secure the bracket. It's very hard to secure. Okay, yeah, it's working. Okay, these little screws are very specific. This screwdriver, no, this screwdriver. I'm gonna not super tighten it at the moment. Maybe I have to adjust something. Alright, let's just this can go back a little bit back in. I'm gonna free this. Okay, do like that. Let me... I think I used the wrong screw. Whatever, I have plenty of them. Just gonna make my life easier here. Okay, so yeah, this wire is a problem. Just let me show it more inside. Okay, for now I just... Okay, this is... Okay, so this side is fine for now, I think. We're gonna do experiment. If it's gonna be too bad, I will come up with some idea how to secure it. I will probably glue something right there. Okay, let's deal with this side now. Obviously, you can disconnect the battery. That's easy, right? That's it. Oh, but what to do with this? Let me think. So let me see how much... well, how much wiggle room we have. So my idea right now is free a little bit more of this wire, like this, and splice it a little bit higher, just not to have it. It would be very hard to work right in here. It's pretty close, right? So I'm gonna splice it higher, because there is no other way than just splicing all this jazz. There is no other way, unfortunately. Stupid, but no other way. Well, there is the other way. Completely disassemble all this jazz all the way from here, insert it like this, fish it through here, and like I don't know how easy. I don't know how easy is. How easy is to take this apart like this? I have no idea. Is it glued? If it's glued, it's game over. Okay. I think easier just to splice it. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna continue. Let me a little bit take a break and think about life, and then I continue. Alright, so I wanted to cut actually this insulation this way, but I accidentally cut the wire. Something I wanted to avoid didn't really happen like I wanted to. So I guess I'm just gonna cut another one. Just straight here, and they'll be probably easier to operate. I'll try to do something like so. Just want to strip a little bit more insulation right here. Maybe it'll be easier. So hopefully not gonna cut myself. It's nice silicone. Alright, I think that's gonna be plenty of insulation stripping. Oh, what a pain in the ass. Alright. I'm so tempted to adopt some sort of like connector, but I don't have any like tiny things like that. I don't even know what can I use for this. Obviously soldering gonna work, but just like Okay, let's strip insulation of these tiny wires somehow. Oh wow. Oh my god, it's not even... Okay, maybe this is good. These are super tiny, wow. Okay, that's gonna work. It won't be that easy on this side. I don't have wire stripper for like 30, oopsies. The worst thing I can do is actually rip this wire off of there. That's gonna be pretty much adding like shitload of work to myself. This is more awkward than I thought. A little bit not the best, but right, this is even worse because it's much shorter. I'm gonna try with my shaky hands after like double espresso. Ah! Okay. I'm gonna turn on this thing in the meantime. But before I do that, I have to fish this thing through. Yeah, it'll be amazing to have like this connector. Well, I have some, but they are not for these teeny tiny wires. So yeah, I don't really have anything appropriate for the job. Okay, let's go back on. This is right side. Okay, I'm gonna fish it through where how and where it used to be, just like that. This side is a little bit easier because it's not that many wires and not as cumbersome. Are you okay? No, it's not. Let's turn it this way. Why are you not landing properly? Oh yeah, because you have to set it in the right position. Oh, here we are. To this very specific screws. Okay, this is gonna go back in. I don't think I need that sharp thing around here now. Okay, another one. Okay, so now let's just thin the wires a little bit. And so they're gonna melt them slightly. Okay, let's do it here. Oh. Okay, a little bit of solder added, so I'm gonna shut it for now because I have to find the little how do you call it, thermal heat shrink. Yeah, to see if I have something tiny like that, at least 2 tiny pieces of heat shrink. Tiniest, this is probably the smallest heat shrink I have, and I'm gonna put it just over one. I don't think it's, maybe I'll put it over 2. Both of them like small pieces. Alright, that's gonna be now interesting. So that's gonna go like that. Let me wait this out. It's gonna go like this. So turn it around. It's not easy to turn around. Probably gonna turn everything around. I'm just gonna shove it first Okay, that's how it's gonna come. And let's try not to mess it up. By the way, polarity here I don't think matters that much, but still better to keep. Okay, looks like I don't need. Okay, that's in. Obviously there's nothing better than original like wires, because looks like it's pretty stretchy right here and could be pulled easily, but I'll try to do my best. That's it. It's gonna work ish. All right. So we have this getting through here. Okay. And then this is gonna go back and connect to the battery. I'm not even sure this battery works by now. It was sitting for ages unoperational. Okay, but this is gonna be project number 2 when I try to replace this battery with something more appropriate. All right. No, I'm just curious. Can I? No. Yeah, probably. No, I think it takes battery in account. All right, this seems to be okay. Okay, now it's not that easy to put everything back on because of the range of motion now is much more restricted because of the appropriately spaced brackets. Sorry, not spaced, how do you say? Appropriate brackets, so they ain't broken, right? This is essentially no restriction here. Now it's gonna be much harder to put everything back on. So you have to, I think, maybe like this. Oh yeah, here we are. Oh, so this is better. Sorry, hope we didn't break anything right here. Okay, they can go flat. All right, just different perspective. I'm gonna use some of the screws from this headset because I don't care, and I don't want to use this Torx. I don't think it's stupid to have Torx here. This is already screwed, especially only on one of them. It's like it's what security, just to make sure people not gonna poke around here. It's never stopped people using Torx. Like seriously, these days you can buy all sorts of screwdriver you can imagine, screwdriver bit. So yeah, maybe those people who are not really well equipped, just you know, maybe kids with screwdriver. But this is how I grew up. I was a kid with screwdriver. I was always disassembling things. My parents and grandparents didn't really like my curiosity that much. Okay, so I think it's when this is all put together, I think it's a good time right now to power it up and charge the battery and see if this thing is still operational, because doesn't really make sense to go through all this exercise and then just figure out that it's not working, right? So I'll be back when I charge this thing, and I probably just clean it up because it's actually disgusting. Alright, so after cleaning up a little bit and letting the battery charge, it is powered on. And what I've done, I connected this dongle straight to my Galaxy S10, and here we are. This is my just voice recording. Is you. Anyways, you barely hear my voice because this is obviously headphones and things like that, but both channels are working fine. Now I'm gonna just assemble Oh yeah, by the way, I washed these guys, you know, now I have a choice, blue or red. Original were red, and the earpods are drying, so I washed them nicely using the good washer. Now they are drying on the sun. So yeah, I actually gonna assemble them when they are completely dry, and I think that's gonna be it. I'm not sure what else I can do. The video related to the battery and maybe range extending gonna be later, a bit later. I think I'm gonna do this, but a bit later. Alright, so our earpods are dry. This one, which they were installed here, this one from, oops, don't yank on this, from these guys. So these are gonna be together. So obviously a good chance, good that I have spare. So now I'm gonna install them. Now they are dry thanks to nice weather. So I suggest them to install first and then screw the plates back on the to the frames. So I'm gonna obviously do this off camera because that's super easy, and that's everyone can do it on their own. Okay, so here's the final product. Looks like my headphones are back in the original shape. I decided to use actually blue one instead of red ones because clearly if these earpods are blue, yeah, it's good to have the insides are blue. So here we are. It's so in a nutshell, turned out to be the oldest 3D printer JAWS. Is actually works not for long, right? It always breaks. So here is broken pieces on left and right side. This is obviously gonna be ditched. I'm gonna keep this around. Who knows? You know, maybe I'll come up with better material. Maybe I'll use different technology. For example, SLA. Maybe resin printing, which will be like, you know, some sort of nylon resin and things like that, which is gonna make it much tougher. But so far this is not a long-term solution. So what you're gonna do, I'm gonna keep all these parts from the disassembled G430 around, and if I need to repair, like for example earpods, and eventually maybe I'll replace this one right here, just not in this video, I'm gonna keep those parts just for future use. There's a whole bunch of screws left. If my driver gonna die, here are some spare drivers. Yeah, it'll be hard to get into it, but I can MacGyver something. So technically this driver, like this side driver, I can MacGyver, right? But this side will be so much more harder because of the electronics in here. Yeah, so here we are. This is successful transplantation of organs from one to another, from lower being to higher being this a Logitech 930. So thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Please stay tuned for new videos, subscribe, like and comment. Ciao, stay safe.